only thing you have to be worried about is towards that top side, some early game volatility. The 2v2, the 3v3, once those ultimates are available, the flag and drag into mid part of the spring. For CFO, they're chilling, right? Even if
Faker
gets on top of you, Hongq.
Sidestep, good flash out. Faker in trouble, ticking, but he won't fall yet. Owner, EQ flash, keeping it going. Faker standing on the edge, hoping to be Hongq back, and it's first blood for T1.
Actually getting out is going to be
top side now.
Trying to make a sideline impact. Rest.
Stunned there. Doran starting to burn Rest down. Rest living for an extra second. Flash out, T1. Monstrous in the first few minutes of this game. He doesn't have barrier. Hongq solid trade, but Faker managed to sidestep all the poison, so the extra damage not coming in, and Hongq just continues to trade aggressively. Owner on the way forward. Rinse and repeat on this gank. Sidestep from Hongq has to be good, and he just doesn't have the movement speed. Owner moving up. They don't quite finish it, though. Can't afford to go into the tower, and Hongq firing back. Gets the kill. Faker goes in and makes it a 1-for-1. But T1 again, over-eager. They're keeping the pace on the bottom side as Doran alone here will have to do what he can to defend under tower. Rest a bit behind in terms of overall XP because of the previous play, and Carry in a good position to force a dive. Guma no 6 though.
Rest does have his ultimate available, so he can actually buffer that, get a good amount of invulnerability to CC, and Guma.
The Observer's teasing us.
I don't think he's going to hit 6. I don't know without 6 if they can do this. They need a first
potential
member.
Hex flash over the wall.
They need someone else. Are there reinforcements?
Hex flash in, wall, trying to make sure that he can't get out. A quick burn down, and down goes Rest. Instantaneous dive. CFO now forced to respond, but Faker on the way. Waiting over the wall, waiting for them to pull the triggers. Junja's gonna find Faker. Faker forced to trade, has a Skarner ultimate of his own. Alties might just get traded out, but Kailing now here to follow. Faker caught out, has an ult, steals away the Impale, manages to catch 3, but there's no follow-up there, and down goes Faker. Very unplayable for the Ambessa at this stage. Just has to catch waves, and T1, well, Doran can't just TP face in front of the Ambessa.
Look at Owner's ult.
We'll get first move.
Can they get the top laners into this fight as well? There's Doran, deep TP.
Flash ult available for Hongq. The Cassio, the potential to turn. Initial hook, lockdown onto Carrier, trying to start the fight, but Owner immediately starts as well. Ulti over the wall from Doran. It's Doran showing up in the clutch in the moment, finding the angle as finally the curtain call comes out, but the curtains have already closed on CFO in this fight.
And it's the arrival of Rumble. The CFO's backline gets toasted. So many of the early fights over the last couple of games going their way. This one not the case. Attempted collapse onto Carrier. T1, the response this time ready. And that's going to be the Drake. Not end of the world. CFO in this game are always going to be feeling comfortable once you hit the items on both Rest and Hongq. But the mid game is where not when we see that
saw
often.
At least one person in the audience with a Fnatic jersey, so there's their shout out.
It's Junja. Maybe an angle on Doran.
Ready to go, immediate ulti, the combo now coming through, trying to burn through Ornn before he can get the ulti down. He just barely manages to get it off, but it's not where he needs it. CFO, quick shutdown, finding an angle now at Faker, who might be in trouble. Ulti going across, but Owner is here to respond, and they're looking to turn it back. A good ulti coming in from Hongq, but he gets cut down where he stands.
The T1 gonna be happy with that trade. Unless Carrier also goes down, because yes, Doran dies. Oh, Carrier!
Let's repeat, nice dash out to a minion. Ulti, but only hits a creep. Trying to zone them away from the tower. Junja's tanking. And Faker, in the meantime, breaks down that top lane. Tier 1, it's almost 4,000 gold in the lead for T1.
Guma?
Doggo ulting, but Guma's just going to walk it in the E, the sidestep. Q connecting as well.
Drake has started. TP already coming in. Doran needs the base first. Will TP now.
Ulti from Hongq. Big to watch. The ulti from Carrier, arguably even more important. T1 immediately go in, knowing they have the man advantage for a brief moment in time. They're going to get the dragon and now look at the fall, but Hongq over the wall. It's a perfect ulti, but I don't think he has the damage quite yet. Trying to burn through Guma, but the exhaust is perfectly placed, and T1 obliterates CFO.
But CFO, they're a little early with Rest. He arrives in time, but T1 still get the numbers advantage thanks to the ult from Carrier. Now Doggo, not long for this world.
Rest trying to get something back, hoping to find these shutdowns. Carrier takes him out of range of his own tower. Doran living.
Doran donates his life, but T1 still gonna be happy. That's a 6. You have Faker pushing in the side with TP available.
Otacon, name of the game here. Rest really can't afford to walk in. The objectives are getting shredded. Honku trying to make good into the side lane, ready to backstep a Faker, tries to turn it, and he manages to get it. Faker still stepping up, goes through. Honku gonna turn it back, Faker!
Just got gapped. Maybe he can back and then make his
Doggo's
way
now free
over.
firing. Ulti into the midst of the entire team. They're now trying to turn. Rest into the midst of it. It's an entire flip, and who's gonna go into the end? Are you kidding me? The objective bounty claim T1! It is the GOAT who throws it away, who goes in when he does not need to.
Guma looking for an extra kill, will not find it. And Faker, as you highlight, show carrier. Should be easier for him. T1 though, they can play this slow. Just keep poking and prodding away. Rest's gonna try and look for backline access on the flank.
Guma with 3 items. Relative to the opposition, one of the strongest players in the team. Junja taking a big chunk. Lock up there. They're gonna try and delete the jungle instantly. Honku's ulti doesn't connect on anybody. But in the meantime, it's Ambessa in the backside. Trying to delete Guma. Guma in trouble. Guma down. But T1 holding on to hope. Holding on to the fight. They have the man advantage. It's a 2-for-1 thus far. Doggo alive. Honku alive. The damage is there. Damage traded back onto Kaiwing. In goes Carrier. Doran to follow. Honku trying to burn as quickly as he can. The root not gonna connect. T1. Better in the exchange. Faker. Full confidence. Curtains called. Doggo has to back away.
Owner still going.
Ready. Flag. Drag. Doggo back under the tower. Doran going golden. Honku trying to turn it to Miasma, stopping Doran from getting out. The Hex Flash going. 2 down. Faker once more.
Tries to go.
In. Backstep. Turning forward.
The Miasma!
Tanking. Carrier moving in. He has a big shield. And down he goes.
I don't know if that's worth though. The dragon is up. We'll have to see if T1 can still make a play towards it. It looks like they're definitely going to get this turret if Faker and Carrier can get out. The contest should be possible, but finds a note. That might not be enough.
T1 denying as much as they can, taking as much space as they can. Scuttlecrab down does give CFO relative comfort to step up. Doran taking the Mega Blast Cone. A little bit of poke going over the wall. 8K. Doggo gets to open the fight with the curtain call. Carrier fishing, and he manages to find the ult. CFO hesitating for a moment. Junja wants to flip it. Ready to risk the 50-50. Carrier trying to zone him away. 3K, good diligence coming in. And they're going in for it. They manage to find the ulti bio. Faker is taking a Skarner ulti of his own, and it's Rest off on the side lane. Honku living for a moment, but Owner wants to make the difference. Cassio goes golden. Rest in the back line. Ambessa, Junja, they're making it happen. T1 taken down in the pit.
T1 gets obliterated by CFO. They get the dragon. But at a cost that surely is too much.
The risk, Owner secures. It feels like everything you could want for T1, but it's the fight where they find a way to crawl their way back in.
Faker whiffs the ult. It's the Miasma plus the ultimate from Honku. He baits in Owner, keeps out or stuns Doran, and Miasma's Faker. So
a Zubu Frost 2012 World Finals toys. We know the Orianna skin, you know the Nunu, you know the roster.
This 13 years.
Unprecedented. CFO, they're not there yet, but they are on match point, and it is T1.
Do the math on how old Honku was back then. It's insane.
I thought he was 5. I did the math. Kaiwing caught out, though. Guma looking for a quick punish. T1, a nice pick. Whatever story we want to tell.
For T1. But if it was a Hextech, if it's an Inferno, even a Mountain, I think the value would be without question. Now I'm not too sure if the Impale.
Initial start, Honku off to the side. Keep your eyes on him. Equalizer cross trying to zone Honku off. It's a good initial start. Owner in trouble though. And the knockback from Carrier is big. Rest of the midst of the entire T1 lineup, and he lives for an extra moment. The curtains are called. And T1 are retreating. Backing away, diligent. Body blocking for the low health teammates.
Oh, double TP used for CFO. Single TP for Faker. Honku actually TPing back into the fight after Carrier knocked him out. And in for maybe a mid push, something else. There isn't a Baron on the map, obviously, but there's only the second Drake if CFO do get it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see T1 play fully for the fight, not necessarily to actually get this objective. Faker sitting on an Impale right now, but is spotted by Rest. Rest, by the way, was looking for that flank. If he can get on top of Guma again.
2.7, getting lower. Objective taken. T1 know that they don't have to overcommit for it. It's Faker on the side. Faker finding Rest. It's a big start to the fight. Junja realizes this is not the angle they can go for. Pick to start, but Doran wants more. T1 hungry for the chase. Rapid retreat from CFO, but T1 still chasing.
There's no turret. Faker's going to keep on chasing.
Massive. This might just be. Flash forward. Ulti Doggo flashing out. Faker looking for the angle, stealing away the Nautilus ulti. Will lock up Doggo, but they don't quite have the follow-up. It's going to be Kaiwing to drop. They will take him down. Good kills to the side of T1. They don't get the Drake, but they put the gold back in their favor.
They can't push though, with Hongq still alive. Same for the Jin.
But again, it's the slimmest of margins. The flash now gone for Doggo in the next fight. Yes, he has cleanse, but it's not going to do anything against the Flag and Drag. It's not going to do anything against the ultimate of the Jarvan.
It's Faker that finds the pick. 45 seconds on the Baron.
Junja looking for Faker. Goes golden, but Hongq lays down the miasma, and Faker's got nowhere left to go. Tries to turn it back. Stealing away ulti. Stunned up. T1! Are they going to keep going? It's cost them so many times. Is this the right fight? They have to be asking themselves, but they don't even hesitate. They go in. They find their man. T1 keep going. They will not relent.
Just be careful. Rest is on his way. Level 17 and best.
Junja not having flash makes it pretty easy to knock him out of the pit. You highlighted it before. A vulnerable target for the Poppy. Ultimate as Junja starts to go in onto Guma. Smite. The ulti completely whiffs. And T1 see that as their sign to kick the fight off. Guma Yushi's ultimate managing to land. But it's Rest into the backside. Guma immediately. The exhaust coming in from Carrier. It's clutch. But the rest of the fight falling apart for the side of T1. Doran has to make the difference. Doran has to burn them down. But it's Carrier! He finds the angle to send them packing. Hongq still going. An ulti, knocked back into the wall. The Cassio still going. Doran trying to burn him, trying to take him out. It's Guma to follow. Going golden. An extra moment, but Hongq drops T1. Willing to trade blood for silver, giving everything they have to go to game 5. Rest running.
So is his flash. T1. No, the Faker. Still no death cap, by the way.
Island. Junja coming through the wall. Threatening posturing. Guma. Popping the Yomus.
As soon as that Edge of Night is down.
Doran on the side, Hongq, the crucial member.
T1 not looking like they are in a position to make a play. He's got to have the death cap.
He has TP, but there's one good ward behind. Potentially an angle to flank near the Wolves.
I think T1 are going to play for the fight again. Oh, that's 6K. A deep flank.
Ulti across the team. Hongq waiting over the wall. 2K willing to flip it, and they manage to get the chem deck. Drake 3-3 across the board,
Baker.
But T1 now wants the fight. Rest off to the side. Baker trying to find the lockup. Doggo for now completely untouched. Ulti stolen away, but he manages to sidestep. Rest still going, doing everything that he possibly can, but it's already down for Junja. Baker finding the kill, going in onto Doggo. He gets another 3 down for CFO at TP mid. They need this to be the final fight. They need to execute CFO here. They need to take it to game 5. Hongq falling, desperate to turn it back, but look at his damage on the way in. The interrupt on the Flag and Drag. Hongq gets an extra second. Carrier knocked up. Hongq still just raining down damage. Only 18. The Flag and Drag coming up. He goes down. Guma out of nowhere finishes the kill.
And we are going to game number 5, Dracos. The CFO, despite their most valiant efforts, can't actually take down T1 in the 4th game. They're going to have side selection.
It's time for Silver Scrapes. T1.